did they harass? If you have an issue with DCP, which sounds like you rightly do, if they are just taking children without any
well, we'd like to
evidence to back it up, that's something you need to take up with DCP.
Well, actually, they're not listening. They're not returning phone calls.
Unfortunately, we can't make them listen.
Well, what do you do as police in terms of investigating instead of just following orders and what they're telling you to do? We would like some evidence as why the baby was taken. So the baby was taken, Tina, the mother, lives with her grandmother who has already been awarded by a family SA to have custody over 2 of her other grandchildren.
Yep.
So if she's already been awarded jurisdiction over these 2 children, it's either a safe or an unsafe place to look after and care for children.
Yep.
So if she's already been awarded jurisdiction to have these children, why is it unsafe for this other boy to be taken away?
I see where you're coming from, but they haven't committed any offences. We can't put a report on if no offences have been committed.
An offence isn't taking a child without evidence of there being harm or any prior consultation, any prior support, any evidence of why they've taken him in the first place.
Well, that's why you need to get information from DCP. DCP aren't going to give it to you. You obviously need to go hire whoever looks after a DCP portfolio or your local member or something like that.
Right.
Because then if they say we've stolen the child with no evidence, then that's an offence. At this stage, there's no offence because of the Department of DCP they haven't committed any offences. You tell me they've harassed them or they've put pressure on them, but you've given no specific examples.
I've given several of examples of what the family are dealing with. So grandmother Freda has already spent 2 years fighting for the rights for her grandchildren and then was awarded custody of them. So again, why is it a safe household for these children but this baby it wasn't?
You're asking questions, you're not giving me examples of harassment.
Harassment is taking someone's child away without providing evidence of there being a breach in the first place.
I'm not going to take a report today. I can put what I call a street check on the system noting that you've come in and what I've told you, but I'm not taking a report for any offences because there is no offences.
Okay, so you've heard that, people. The police
wait.
are unwilling to help investigate this, so we're going to be holding them accountable as well because they're a part of this issue. We've heard enough stories, we've got enough people that are traumatised, and us, the people, are saying it's not good enough. So these public servants of ours that we pay money to serve us aren't willing to even file a report and investigate this matter. So not only are they having to deal with the trauma of Ben committing suicide and dealing with the funeral, but they are scared for their Isaiah's life and his mental health. So we need to make sure that we are not giving up and that we are putting more pressure on these systems that are not doing the right thing. We need to do better to support these families.
Okay, if you disagree and you're willing to wait, you can wait and talk to the sergeant.
Thank you.